Hi, welcome to the recording that will help you do the Documenst assignments, projects 1 through 4 in Computer Fundamentals. And you'll see that we are on the first one, which is going to be called Science Experiment 1 when you save it. And all that you do on this one is you just type a title describing your experiment, then you enter your name, then you put today's date, and then you put an objective paragraph. So you can see that there are essentially 4 things you need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and I've already typed this. So you can see on the screen, there's my title, my name, the date, and the objective paragraph. And it says the objective paragraph should be about 5 sentences, so I have 4.5 sentences. So you can see what my experiment is. That's all that project 1 is. So now I would do File, Save As, call it Science Experiment 1, then I would submit it. So that's it. Pretty simple, isn't it? It took me about 5 minutes to do this. So that one's finished. And now we need to go look at project 2 requirements. I'll check my spelling on this, make sure it's right. Now let's look at project 2. So if I go down to the Computer Fundamentals, and of course you should go through the sections, like section 4 is about formatting your fonts and things like that to learn how to do this. Many of you know how to do it. And then of course you have the project 2 assignment. Now the project 2 assignment, here's the thing you're going to do. And of course this is already Science Experiment 1 that you did as the first project. And what I would do, I would open mine up, and then I would immediately save it as Science Experiment 2. Then you start doing these things. So here's what you get graded on. The title should be larger and a different font. Name in bold. Date should be a different color and italics. Objective, underline 2 key points. So that's this stuff right here. So let's go back to the document and look at that. So this is going to be larger and in a different font. So I'm going to go ahead and make this like size 18, and I'll make it Algerian. How's that? Then my name needs to be bold, and the date is different color and italics. So here's the color command. I'll make it red. And then I just choose the I for italics. Now if you're using OpenOffice, the commands are going to be very similar. Then the last thing I need to do is underline a couple of key points. Let's see. Okay, here's a key point. Understand their particular language. So I'll underline that to then see if he can be bilingual. There's another underline. So now I would do File, Save As, Science Experiment 2, and submit it. That's it. Isn't this easy? So Science Experiment 2 is finished. Now let's go back to the course. And I'm just checking to make sure I did all of this. Name in bold, date in different color, and italics. Key points. Let's see. Yes, I did all of that. Now Science Experiment 3. Science Experiment 3 is where you're going to be formatting paragraphs. So go through this. It'll tell you how to format paragraphs. And now we'll go do the formatting paragraphs. And what does it say? The title, name, date should all be centered. Add a procedure at the bottom, which is going to be an automatic numbered list. And the objective double-spaced. So, back to the document. First of all, this all gets centered. So I highlight it, and I choose right here, see where it says center? Click on that, and it's centered. Now I could also highlight it, right-click, paragraph, and then I could choose center right there. I'll go ahead and hit enter to put some space between these things. And I'm also going to hit enter a couple of times below because I know I'm going to do my procedures list down here. And as I do my procedures, notice that I will not put numbers in. I'll do that later. So my first procedure is going to be find 5 commands in English and Spanish. train the dog in command number 1 in first command in English. Train the dog in first command in Spanish. And now you'll see, know that those two train commands, that's those train lines, that's going to be items 2 and 3. And actually, I'll show you what to do this. So now that I have these, I'm going to go ahead and make this a numbered list. So I highlight it, a numbered procedures list. Right click, numbering, boom, numbers are on it. Now yours might be different. You might have to go up to the top and choose format and then numbering. Or it might be format, bullets, and then choose numbered bullets. They're different things. But the reason you do this is, check this out. I'll go to the end of the word Spanish on the third line, hit enter, and it automatically does a numbering for me. That's why we do this. So then I'm going to put repeat steps 2 and 3 for all commands. Step 5, test the dog along the way. 6, make sure that he does each command correct within each language. So those are essentially my steps. So those are my steps. Now, that's finished. I'm going to go ahead and turn this in. So this would be File Save As Science Experiment 3. And one thing you'll notice when I did these, of course up here at the top, all the words are capital because of, actually I don't want that font because that makes all the words capital. I don't want that. So let's get that font out of here. I want a regular font that doesn't make things capital. So I'm going to choose this one. Oh, what the heck? Want that. Okay, I changed it to Cambria. So you can see that the main words, just like a title in a report or anything, the main words are capitalized, the lesser words are not capitalized. So that's how it should be. And then the last thing I need to do on this for Science Experiment 3, this needs to be double spaced. So I highlight it all, right click, paragraph, here's spacing down below, I choose double right here, then hit OK. So now I actually have all of this done for Science Experiment 3, and I can turn this in. So File Save As Science Experiment 3 and submit it. But before I submit, of course, I want to go back here and let's see. Name, title, and date centered. Procedures as a numbered format, automatically numbered, and the objective is double spaced. Yes, I've done all of that. Lastly, let's go over here and look at Assignment 4. Now, Assignment 4 is going to be more formatting and adding other resources. So you want to go through Section 6. Make sure you go through this to see how to do certain things. So now on number 4, you're going to put a photograph in it, which is a theme similar to your assignment, to your report. Add page numbering to the document, and of course spell check. So down here, put the theme in, put the size, placed properly, numbers, and all that. Now the thing we also have to do is, of course, if you take the image off a web page, you need to cite the resource. So I need to go find a picture first, don't I? So I'm going to go to a blank document and go to Google. And I'm going to click Images, and I'm just going to put puppy. I want to start training my dog as a puppy. So now once I do that search, I'm going to use this puppy picture right here. So I click on it. Now I'm still not in the page where this is. So I'm in this Google search up here at the top. See that still? So I need to click website for this image. Now look up here. Now I'm exactly on the website for that picture, and there's that dog. So I'm going to do, there's the picture of the dog, I want to take it. So I'm going to right click, copy. Then I go back to my document, and I click down below here. You can see I'm down below my procedures list. Then I right-click, paste. I just hit Control-V to paste. So now I paste the dog in there, and I probably want that centered. So I clicked on the picture, then right here at the top I hit the center command, so now it's centered in the page. And I need to get below it to put the web address in, so I click just outside of that dog and see my cursor is blinking down here, hit enter. Now I need to go back to that Google web search web page, and I'm right here, and I click right up here, that one time, and that highlights that whole URL. Then I right click, copy, so I'm taking that URL and I'm putting it at the bottom of my document. As simple as that, isn't it? Now the last requirement I have is that I need to put in a page number. So I'm going to go ahead and put mine up here in the top. So now I'm going to go up to Insert, Page Number. Now I could do top of page, bottom of page, etc. I want to do top of page over at the right. Now your commands may be different. You might have to do these as headers and footers depending on the version of Microsoft Word you're using, or OpenOffice, or whatever it is. In OpenOffice, I think you do insert and then insert field, and then you put the page number as a field in OpenOffice. So I want mine top of page on the right, so I'm going to click this one, and you can see that this puts page number at the top on the right, and that's what's called a header, which is fine. And then I'm going to close out header and footer. So there's the page number. It kind of sits in the background. And I've done all of this work, and I've saved this as Science Experiment 4. Let's go back to the course and make sure so the themed image is inserted, image is sized and placed appropriately, page number is correctly placed, document has no spelling errors, and this is Science Experiment 4. And if I look at this recording has taken me a little over 12 minutes, and I've gone through and I have completed all 4 of the pieces to this. Then I submit that work, Science Experiment 4. So that's all I have for you on this. Very easily done, isn't it? You keep putting off this work, and then you find out it's so easy, you kick yourself for not having done it before. So I look forward to your work coming in. Bye.